afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything amazing Propagandacast. I'm your host, Pearl Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. We're off here to a 1 vs 1 on Arnhem Checkpoint. In the north, it is FK9DD fighting for the Red Army, the Soviet Union, socialism, taking on the role here of the 3rd Mechanized Corps with partisan tactics already chosen with radio intercept, partisan troops, partisan tank hunters, spy network, and marked vehicle with double infantry and 1 partisan bullets there. Best in the south, it is Havoc. Fighting for the German army, Deutschland here with Osttruppen, German infantry, and Assault Support with infantry and a panzer bulletin there for Havoc. Grenadier MG42 start there with a conscript supporting company. A start here for FK9DD and the Red Army as they're tasked with breaking through here the fascist-held lines held here by the Feldherrnhalle Panzergrenadier Division. Pioneers MG14 in east, is probably going to try and secure the area around here. Typical move there for the southern player. Engineers moving centre, conscript moving westwards. Early maximum here for FK9D, probably due to the terrain of the map, which of course has a lot more buildings, and particularly on the circle around the centre there. Getting a maximum in there could prove a bit of an, well, pain in the posterior there for the German player. Gunners moving towards the centre, Pioneers moving eastwards for the fuel. MG4 sitting, holding up around the car bomb, but at the same time isn't setting up. Probably not expecting a direct push, but at the same time will usually be ready to react to like a head-on assault. Of course, a deep flank could leave more Havoc there in a bit of a tight spot. More Grenadiers there for Havoc. Comes from out on the west side. Maximum out there for FK9D. Bit likely to start here in terms, I mean, a bit delayed there, so could fall behind his opponent just a tad there. We'll, of course, have to see how that fully works out, though, for FK9D and for Havoc. And as always, please remember to like, subscribe, and share, and press that bell button. Helps me and helps you. Grenadiers heading eastwards there. Second conscript by the FK9D trying to sneak about here. Gets past the Grenadiers as they move up towards the fountain in the centre victory point. Occupying a position by the church. M42 does the Maxim. Bit of a heavy engagement. The conscript they're being caught by the Grenadiers here by the church. Grenadiers moving there we go. M42 gets to the first kill on the Maxim crew. In a longer match, if like the Maxim gun in a better position, the Maxim probably could have won due to having more health, but with the MG42 getting the drop here and the Maxim already down to half health, the MG42 has a good chance of winning this unless more troops arrive to assist the situation. Conscript about here, or you're taking heavy damage. Got more Grenadiers up them on the side of the building when they can respond to, and Pioneers on the way for Havoc. So double Grenadiers MG42 build, the double Pioneers into one there, and Maxim is probably going to fall back. Indeed, got the Maxim down to 2 men, but again, the lead here that Havoc got with MG42 really put FK9D's Maxim in a bad spot there. Conscript on the westwards there, we got the Engineer Squad further heading westwards there. Pioneers on the 5 seizing points there. Early multi FK9D. Definitely not your typical Cert build, but then again, FK9D and typical Cert at this point, not really two things that go well together. As we've seen in the previous match, we just really knocked it out of the ballpark with partisans. So we'll have to see, of course, what we can do here. Havoc remains without a doctrine, though, because he hasn't gone for Osttruppen right away. He's probably not going for that one, so it means either German infantry or assault support. We shall end up seeing which of the two he could go for. Both, of course, could benefit him quite significantly, depending on how he makes use of them. Also worth noting, both have access to the fragmentation bomb. Bit of an interesting overlap there. Counter as the Grenadier, shots being fired out here, not a good position for the counter. Of course, trying to keep the car point out of Havoc's hands, but unless he gets him some support there soon, I don't think it makes him much longer. We got the mortar moving up there, the PM41 82mm mortar. Got the MG42 up the Maxim here, mortar firing down the building. The Grenadiers, in fact, gets a nice hit, but the Maxim is already going to have to retreat due to the MG42 in the restaurant. Grenadiers to reposition, now they're pushing against the conscripts up close. Not the best move, I think, there by Havoc, bit risky to be honest. With the conscript weak position, the Grenadiers are still performing weakly against conscripts up close, and they're going to use flank in, flame thrust as well there, going to be very good. Maxim about to get wiped out. Mortar keeps hammering away there at the MG42 position. The roof there of the restaurant becoming suddenly a lot less sturdy as mortar bombs land. There you go. Pioneers pushing up with their own flamethrower soon to hit. And we got partisans out here as well for Havoc. Not FK9D's Havoc hit. MG42 on retreat path here. Good move. Definitely one which use partisans quite effectively. He's trying to get in the wipes there on retreating units. I think he should move a bit fast. Still has a good chance here. I think he had even better. Has to get moved the partisans a bit more aggressive. There we go. MG42 gets to it incredibly close. I feel like he should have just gotten a bit closer there. That machine gun would have been toast. And the engineers got wiped out. Good lord. Things are heating up very rapidly here. Partly due to the flamethrowers, who are known for heating things up exponentially. Maximum out FK9D, but steadily losing the engineers early on. It's going to hurt FK9D a bit here versus Havoc, who's already taken up. He's pushing ahead with the Panzergrenadier, equipped with the mighty Sturmgewehr 44. Seizing the car on the east, heading up and then ambush mode as well. Very good there for FK9DD and the Red Army. But certainly a rather hectic and chaotic frontline situation there between both of these players. Of course, our veteran men of war. More partisans out here, quickly making up some of the losses here with more partisans to hit and disrupt Havoc's lines. They've got partisans ready to hit the Grenadiers here. Unawares where they could be hiding, though. They should figure it out. And there you go. Engage with the partisans with the PV-41. Grenadiers in a pretty tight spot there, up close. And there you go. Gets a kill up close to the partisans. You have a good chance of forcing the Grenadiers to retreat. There you go, down to just 2 men in a matter of moments. Down to 1 man. In fact, we could see wipe. Maybe actually try to go for the Pioneers. Means something to get a wipe on the Grenadiers instead. Still, good disruptive play by FK9DD versus Havoc in the early game should somewhat compensate for the loss of the engineers he lost. Of course, if he'd been able to get the MG42, that would have been a real coup here in the first part of the match here for FK9DD. Back here, troops reinforcing, no medics yet. Pans, of course, moving about, hiding about. They're, of course, looking to ambush more fascists and fill them with the lead. Back here, we got the Leichtmechanist company being hauled up there for Havoc and the German army, the Feldherrnhalle Panzergrenadier Division, formed up from, well, what remained of the SA sometime after they'd been disbanded. The SA being the previous of the SS were known as the Sturmabteilung, but was disbanded due to some issues in terms of, I think, power conflicts, bringing the SS more into the, shall we say, front line there. But still, there were people put part of it, while some had put into the SS. They still ended up somehow finding enough to try and fill up the Feldherrnhalle, which sort of then was sort of meant to like create an elite division around the Sturmabteilung members. Bit of a longer one there. And these Pioneers moving up, he heading the flank here with a Panzergrenadier. Panzers still hiding about. Engineers are arriving freshly for FK9DD, more flamethrowers on the way for them. Mortar there hammering away. 1 kill so far. May want to cause room to use the barrage a bit more. Max they can hammer the flamethrower, need to retreat that one. Definitely not in condition where it can keep up as a flamethrower for long. Havoc launching an assault here through the centre there of the town square with the Pioneers, of course, ready to back up there. 7 kills so far. Mortar being pushed back as well. Pioneers getting ready to sort of do something. Pan squat on the left side there, go hitting the Panzers with a grenade as well. Oh! Managed to bait him into the grenade and getting a wipe. That was excellent done there by FK9DD. That was solid play there, though I imagine Havoc may not be quite sharing in that sentiment. Back here, troops reinforcing there for FK9DD and the Red Army. Pioneers been up the way minesweepers, of course, checking here for any mines that FK9DD's been laying down, and certainly partisans can lay down mines, though most players, if they even go for partisans, there's an even smaller minority amongst those that use mines. I'll bring up the eastern side here, constant moving part here, basically trying to avoid the main thrust here of Havoc and just hit him elsewhere, of course, at the same time, still trying to defend his card point for as long as possible. So again, aggressive maneuvering here is the order of the day between Havoc and FK9DD. Neither side, the time just sit back there and do things the conventional run your men into a wall of machine gun fire way. In other words, both sides thought the whole World War I thing was a bit silly. At least sillily conducted. Eastern point is scored by the Partisans. 5 kills, the Veterans 1. Back here, we got the 2 out. That's definitely going to make it harder here for FK9DD to move about freely on the map, but of course uses Partisans effectively, so that's going to be a nasty pick there for Havoc, and of course a good Partisan counter, of course, until then FK9DD counters with Partisan tank hunters and baits them into that. So a lot of stuff going on there. Lots of stuff. Nice and hectic fight here on Arnhem Checkpoint. Back here, troops reinforcing. Could try and go here for German infantry for the veteran squad. Which towards the Grenadiers can be upgraded to provide 3 medic kits there. But certainly can prevent you from to go for medic bunker. You could also go for 250 and half track. That one can also provide free healing there. Either way, he doesn't have to go for medic bunkers if he chooses to go for that way. Securing the centre there. Of course, they need to get the cop on back. You got telemines up here for Havoc. Very good there. The telemina. Panzers moving on the eastern side, and forwards backing up with the Tutu as well. They're joining in here for Havoc and the German army. Pioneer here with the minesweeper under fire from the Maximus enough. Mortar firing down. Close one, but not quite. Nothing on the FK9 space. We've got, oh, we do already have the anti-tank grenades ready, and we also have the field infirmary ready, meaning just really needs Molotovs. He wants them. Got there being absolutely hammered. Forced to retreat here. Maximally positioning as there you go. Havoc strikes through here with the 2-2, going for an attempted wipe here. Perhaps decides not to pursue too far here. Comes to that. Oh, suffering instincts and casualties. The Pioneers just cook off Petrov and Yuri. Mortar fire out of the lands directed to the Pioneer squad, almost taking out the entire unit. Anti-tank parts arriving here to sneak up on the 2-2. Deliver a rocket. Of course, they can't quite pop an anti-tank grenade right away. They can still threaten their Havoc's armoured car. Mortar firing continuing down. Pioneer squad almost wiped out. A potential flank here with the Panther squad. Anything else collect to wipe them out, but looks like none are nearby to actually pull that one off. One mortar fire there, raining down, because using the barracks seems to be one thing FK9DD is not a big fan of. Back here, troops healing and forcing. FK9DD could actually take out and push out for a fast C70. You could also go for a half take. Definitely, I think chickens or something like that. To push there, apparently thought the Partisan had pulled back or something. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but that way, he almost lost the 2-2 there to the anti-tank part of that. Seemed a bit overly ambitious. Part there with flamethrower support engineers routing the Grenadiers here. Good work there by FK9DD. The Eastern Field reclaimed here by the German army. The Panzer Grenadiers still continuing moving up. Bunker up there for Havoc. Still no sign of the doctrine for him. No sign of a greater battle plan, of course, except win the war and enjoy a nice Weiss beer with sauerkraut in Berlin. Fixing up the 2-2. Bunker up there. And we do get assault support. Sturmunterstützung is available now here for Havoc. With the artillery field officer, the cargo truck, aka the Orbital Blitz, the strafing run, the Tiger, Panzerkampfwagen 6, and the fragmentation bomb. Maxim now on machine gun operating around here with the mortar and flamethrower combat still. Once more managed to get away there. Close one though again. Close one. Mortar there still with 3 kills, veterans who won. Of course, a few more good hits could certainly leave Havoc a bit more reeling there. Still no sign of tech here for FK9DD. Definitely feel like that's a slight missed opportunity versus Havoc, to put it mildly. Havoc, meanwhile, there's teching up. He may, in fact, consider an Orbital Blitz running with more fuel, in which case he can really, I think, raise ahead with army here against FK9DD and the Red Army. Artillery field officer could also be a very good pick. Good close quarters assault unit on his own. Plus, has access to a nice bunch of abilities. Oh, and he's got about to get wiped out. Could further delay here FK9DD's tech, but no. Anti-tank parts there, block the way with a rocket there to the 2-2. Parts there flanking up, going to try and go for that mortar, pop a bun grenade there and flush out that verdammte Granaden there for crew there. But no, they do repossession. And then the only casualty is someone's car. If they haven't already evacuated, I'm sure they're just shouting from some hiding out in basement, "My car!" Parts there holding back the Pioneers. Again, good parts in play there by FK9DD. Other parts squabbling up the eastern side. Pioneers on a heavy fire from Maxims and mortars. Panzer holding up in a shed. Not quite a Festung there that can withstand Soviet attention from for much longer. But there you go again, another bun grenade here. And this time FK9DD was not prepared. And the mortar crew gets wiped. A beautiful throw there by Havoc. Though without stealing it, it's not going to matter much longer. But still, you know, keeps the veterans from going up too much. And we actually got holy smoke, sustained fire on them. Maxim anti-tank parts got wiped out. Really just casualties piling up there. For FK9DD, he really needs to start taking up there. In fact, he's fine taking up. Oh, so we got incendiary picking up for the MG42. Very nice. Both sides are using machine gun abilities. That's actually incredibly rare. I mean, on average, MG42 gets the one that used most, but like maximum sustained fire isn't actually bad either. It just rarely gets used. So nice work there by both players. 2 thumbs up to both of them. Mortar crew, they're also using the barrage ability. Very good here. Troop reinforcing healing. Eastern side here, parts and laying down mines by the Eastern Victory Point. We got a nice lead here for FK9DD over Havoc. Pack 40 almost down there for Havoc and the German army. Gun is being hosted down with the Maxim still very close to the ace level, in fact, already. Very good handling the Maxim there. Could pop sustained fire again. Back here. Oh, he is not even bothering with the T-70. He's realised he's actually got so much fuel. He could actually push straight ahead for T-34s and 6s and give Havoc a very bad time of it. Pioneers trying to deal with the harassers, but running into the the parts there with the PV-40s and the grenades. Probably it's not going to go too well for the Pioneers with that support that we got the 2-2 moving in. Still got the fuel from there into neutral. Good work. Not far off from the T-34s from 6. Things are about to get hairy there for Havoc and the Feldherrn Halle Panzergrenadier Division. Parts there being pursued by the 2-2 aggressively. Looks like it's going to get a wipe here unless there's a surprise beneath the dirt roads there, but none from FK9DD, at least from what I can tell. Sandbags by the centre, quick disrupted as we got Grenadiers moving up. No. Oh, finally getting light machine guns. I was about to say no sunlight machine guns. Then the press, you know, of course, he's got it going on. Jolly good. Tech dump, nothing going there for Havoc anytime soon. T-34 for FK9DD and the Red Army. Third mechanized corps is definitely going to give Havoc here a bit of a terrible time. Did get the Partisans. Telemines down there. Very good. Another attempt to catch up any Soviet armor. Over the LMD-42. Comes to fire here from the 2-2. And we got the Pioneers flanking as well with a flamethrower. Also 14 kills on the Maxim. He actually sustained fire again. Wow. I'm really impressed again. It's just, this is the first time I've seen someone actually use the ability, I think. So, you know, it's impressive. Which really is a bit of a low bar to say, I know. But again, ability usage is really just one of the things you can really just like point out in a player. How good are they, to a certain degree? Because really the good players actually use their abilities. Less good, not so much. Gunners went on the west side here with the Grenadiers as well. Then, of course, Havoc there, of course, using the insane option on them before tools. Calls also an indicator there. Which, again, is actually a pretty good ability, but just so rarely utilized by the Armor players. There you go, Crook Grenade and MU-42. Ooh, nasty hit there. Small chance going, but there you go. Panzer to rescue with the Sturmgewehr 44, but still almost going there. You go, T-34 barges in. Panzers there need to retreat. Almost got the MU-42 as well. Pack shoots to penetrate the T-34-76's 45mm of sloped armor. That's about how much is that at the start of the war. And they were never able to really improve upon it because that rather required such significant change, I think, to the direction of the T-34 that significantly delayed them. They wouldn't be able to get down T-34s enough, so that never quite came about. In fact, they had planned it before the war already to like improve the armor of the T-34. But again, the war rather put a stop to that. So little fun fact there. One kill so far on the T-34s from 6. Western point being seized by Grenadier there from Havoc and the German army. Max now being pushed out again, unfortunately for him. Back here, troops reinforcing, healing. Got bulleted squads up there for this conscript. Might want to bring up at least one more squad. And there goes the Pomcot for Havoc. Can go for Panzer IV here. Could also go for Stukes. Ostman right now I think may not be the best pick, but Panzer IV then follow up with Ostman could be a nice pick. We got the Panzer IV there for Havoc. There's the west side there, takes rate from the mortar. Mine spotted there and by FK9DD's engineers. 82 on the mortar, 6 kills, very good there. Starting to use his mortar barrage ability a lot more. Thumbs up to FK9DD on that one. Do feel like FK9DD would want at least one maintenance squad here besides the Partisans to upgrade territory there using the western fuel point. Great for Havoc, less amazing for FK9DD, who really at this stage just wants to begin like hauling in as many T-34s as he can. In fact, he's already bringing up a second T-34, which is great for him. Less so for Havoc, of course, depending on how the T-34s are handled though. Pioneers moving through the centre. Market stall strategic point there being seized. Maximum into the restaurant there, what remains of it. Panzer IV there ready for Havoc. More firing down the Pioneers. Panzer pushing for the centre, of course, backed up with the combined arms. They do fight more tenaciously and are harder to kill. Of course, still there's a Maxim there. I'm just going to suppress. In fact, when they get shot out of cover, so they have to retreat nonetheless. Pioneers dealing with the cons on the west side. Caught out in the open. Good work there by Havoc there. Pioneers pushing ahead there. Maxim there taking heavy fire from the flamethrower, getting suppressed though. T-34 opening up as well. Bit worried about the Pack 40. Pressuring hard here. He's really hoping to get a weapon. That Maxim does get out in time. May want to try instead of going in straight with the T-34, should have tried flanking up here and hit behind. Havoc's lance, of course, he may be worried about telemines along the western road. Pioneer Storm taken out by the mortar again. We got 7 kills there, half HX 3. Mortar's been a reasonably good investment there for FK9DD, to be honest. Back here, to reinforcing. And now, of course, we twitch the T-34s up the right flank. Of course, that telemines there he aren't aware of. Oh, he's about to lose his mortar again. T-34's moving up to do with the Panzer IV head on. There you go, down to half health. Mortar team are white. Mortar firing down. There's a slight hit and then 2-2. Quickly backing off there with the T-34s, but at the same time going territory on the west and in the east. Mines down again on the same spot. Pack and Panzer IV moving up here. T-34's moving up again. So bounce, there you go. He's ramming the T-34 here. Oh, the Panzer IV with the T-34, but the engine runs out, gives out, there heats. Almost got the Panzer IV, the T-34 about to go down, gets abandoned action. There goes second T-34. Also goes for a ramming attempt, expending 2 T-34, taking a Panzer IV here. That seems rather ambitious, of course. He can't quickly place his T-34, but seeing one has just been abandoned there. I'm not entirely sure that's the best move there. Probably better off just using the parts and tank guns to appear from the cafe, then just blast it apart there. Destroying the mortar with Pack 40, not a bad move by Havoc. I think that's a really good read in the situation. Parting on the right flank. T-34 bar can be grabbed. He's bringing up troops to screen, I think, before trying to fix up the T-34. 76. The Germans captured a bunch of them. and had some, shall we say, typical conversion. One was, I believe, which actually add armoured skirts on the T-34s and upgrading the cupola bit there. There's some other small additions. Parts there that are being pinned down. Tried to catch the Patrick, didn't quite work out. Just going in there. Almost got the anti-tank front group below there. 2 FK9DD loosen them already. T-34 crewed up. But we got the conscript out. They're going to probably hit with an anti-tank grenade and take out the T-34 already. There we go. Bit of a loss of a Beutepanzer, as they're known to the Germans. Which basically roughly means booty tank. T-34 swings on the way there. FK9DD. Pioneers there murdering away. Fun fact, officially the Germans never at any one point more than 100 Soviet tanks under their control. Obviously there are probably many cases where the frontline commanders would underreport the number of the tanks they have, because they're usually then forced to give them up to German high command so they'd be, you know, positioned elsewhere. So the reality is there are probably a bit more than that under command, just, you know, not reported. So a little fun fact there. Using Eastern Point here with the Grenadier. In one case, I think it was the 3rd SS, was actually able to field an entire company of T-34s after they managed to capture a field workshop, I think, somewhere around Kharkov. So a little fun sight there as well. We got 277 versus 360. FK9DD needs to put more pressure on the flank. Needs to be careful about focusing too much in the centre there versus Havoc. Having on the west side there, very good. Panzer there pushing for the curve point, not bad either. Second Panzer already. Of course, FK needs to filling in more tanks, and again, it can more quickly replace them. That's really just one of the T-34 and 6 advantages in games, and as of course, Ultimate War, they were rather expendable. Oh, engineers caught laying down mines and wiped with the Panzer Diversity 2. Very good kill there for Havoc. Bit of a blow there to FK9DD. Shot on one engineer squad. Again. Moving back on the eastern side with the Partisans, creeping about there. Clever. But there you go, punch the guy on the curve point. FK9DD being denied fuel once more for his T-34s. To moving up the eastern side. Hiding about there, of course. And if the 2-2 goes to the wrong point, it's going to hit with a Panzer and an anti-tank grenade. And probably taken out. There we go. Oh, he failed to pop the anti-tank grenade. And instead, we start to see the Panzer get wiped out with the Panther 4. Bit awkward there for FK9DD. Meanwhile, T-34 up near the west side. Now take advantage of the fact that he's moved his armour and armoured cars to the west side to then launch contact with the T-34-76. Not a bad response there. They'll still need to get the parts out before they get wiped in the east, which is certainly a bit of an expensive loss there for FK9DD at the current state of time versus Havoc. Who's going for more Panzer Grenadier. Definitely not a bad pick at all. Got his second hit there from the T-34-76. Jürgen drops dead. 70 kills on the MD-42. And we got 70 kills on the Maxim as well. Interesting. No replacement multiplier for FK9DD. He can soon go for another T-34. Usually caught in the centre by the 2-2 armoured car. 26 kills. That's actually quite a lot there. Obviously a bunch of them have been Partisans and they do die easy. Second Panzer squad there ready for Havoc. Putting 2 Grenadiers and 2 Panzer Grenadiers. And what is this? We got Spire Network. Very nice, a bit of overlooked ability. In fact, means the only ability to use is now Mark Vehicle. We could actually get Partisan Bingo. T-4 gain Grenadiers here by an abandoned Ober Blitz. Worth noting, Havoc has yet to use his dogs. We haven't seen the artillery field officer, we haven't seen the cargo trap. So I haven't seen any of the other abilities as well there. Bit of a shame there to tank grenades on the Panther 4. Meanwhile, T-4 watches team with grenades in the T-4 mainly to the west. Anti-tank gun wiped out. Oh dear, that's bad news there for Havoc. And there you go, do get Mark Vehicle. He's going to flank it with the T-34. Possibly use the Pack-40 against it. T-34 misses. Pack-4 there being hit by the 2-2. Of course, trying to prevent here the Pack-being operation against the Panther 4 here. There we go. Panther 4 main gun out. Pack got cleared up, but not before landing hit on the Panther 4. And the Panther 4 is doomed. Down it goes. Panther pushing back the infantry, though, leaving the Pack-40 here, open to be claimed here by the Germans. T-34's running back. Need to be careful against the Pack-40, though. Going possibly for the 2-2 with the damage engine. There we go. We got Panzerjäger start here for Havoc. We got 257 versus 348, and we got here a flamethrower drop as well. This Pioneers are forced to crew it. And they get wiped anyway. So waste of Pioneer Squad here by Havoc. And the T-34 escapes. Another one on the way there for FK9DD. More Pioneers there for Havoc. Panzerjägers pulling forward there with their Raketen Panzerbuchse. And there you go. Another T-34 looked out for FK9DD and the Red Army. Comes there, good to go. There you go. Pioneer out for Havoc. Adding more flamethrowers. I wonder who's going to grab that one if you actually can see it. Or maybe it will be claimed by the squirrels. Definitely backed up here by the Ace Maxim. Trying to kill the Panzers by crashing them and just shooting it with the machine guns. Good hit there. Machine gun needs to get out of there before it gets cleared out here by the T-34 and 6. For that matter, the other Maxim's gun is pressing as well. Got just 2 men in the machine gun. Once more, Havoc is able to hold the machine gun out of there. We've got 247 to the 344. First T-34 there once more ready to fight for the glory of the Soviet Union. Panzers out there in the small building. They're being surrounded here by T-34s. Quick get focused down. Plus we've got the Max opening up with sustained fire as well. Then he's holding up here behind the remnants of a wall here. Panzerjägers on taken out with the T-34 and 6. Close to their T2 in fact. Panzerjäger's about to get wiped out. Pack shoots. Almost got the T-34. And the Panzerjäger escapes. So it's damn close there. Comes there, push back. Got the 2-2 joining in once more with 28 kills. Other T-34 falling back. And FK can soon go for a third T-34 here. Versus Havoc, who can soon go for another Panzer IV. Still a real son of the Doctor, though. Max now hammering away. Got 19 kills, 20 kills on it. That thing is really causing Havoc some grief. The Middle East, so his 2-2-2. Troops are healing reinforcing. Panzerjägers there with 2 kills, veterans who won. Back here, troops healing reinforcing FF Kennedy and the Red Army. Troops hard at work there, preparing for the next big push. T-Fields being hold back for repairs. 13 kills and 4 kills. Pioneers moving ahead. And there you go, Partisans versus the Panzer Grenadiers. Oh, grenade off! Selling no miner with that. I think the Partisans have to retreat. Oh, it was a nice attempt there by FK Kennedy, but this time Havoc was ready. Partisans hiding out there, but oh, that machine is using sustained fire. Not bad, but the problem is with MD42 firing away there. I don't think it's going to go too well for the Maximum. Needs to retreat. It would be a big shame, I think, here for FK Kennedy to lose his Ace Maximum crew. T-34 almost good to go. And third one on the way there for FK Kennedy and the Red Army. Western Point being seized here as Havoc realizes he has to grab those victory points before he bleeds out. Definitely, I think, a good adjustment there to his current strategy. His Panzer IV almost done, and FK Kennedy's T-34-76 is almost done as well. In fact, in terms of fuel, he's not far off. He's just getting so much fuel. In fact, he can almost practically get one every 2.5 minutes. That's a lot of T-34s, by the way. It's a lot of T-34s. Let's see with the T-34-76. Getting the Pioneers out in the open. Close to 52 on that one. An increased rate of fire. Plus accuracy, which of course just makes it better. There you go, ground the point with the T-34-76. Nice with the ability there. Again, thumbs up to FK9DD. Pioneer Panzerjägers on the right flank. Needs much support. And there you go, Panzer IV, they effects for right. Really could do with a more to deal with MD42 and other elements there of Havoc's defense of the center. And there you go, we got the T-34 to support the first one, the west. We got a Panzer forming up to deal with that. Ooh, that could turn into an ugly engagement there for Havoc. Another pack there for Havoc, and there you go. T-34 engaged by the Panzer IV. Other T-34 ready. Oh, he suddenly rams it! Oh, cheeky! Absolute sneaky! Cheeky, breaky to the highest degree. Havoc didn't expect that one. He's like, oh, it's just grabbing a point. And then all of a sudden he just lurches at him like he's some sort of jump scare in Dead Space. Any other horror game, really. I just like Dead Space. I think it's one of the better ones. Damn EA for what they did to Dead Space, by the way. That was damn clever there. I mean, who expects a tank busy grabbing points to suddenly ram you? 2 thumbs up to FK9DD for that maneuver. 2 thumbs up. He's about to lose the T-34, which is a shame because he can hit virtually 2. That was a really good T-34 there for him, but still, he took out the Panzer IV like that. That is impressive. That's Hall of Fame worthy moment there. Another T-34 cross left Kennedy again. It's not even a big deal. Like, he's, you know, lost one T-34. He's got plenty more coming. And there you go, ambush, and the plans are going to do this time around. Can he get the kill? We got a bang grenade being exchanged here. Oh dear, the bang grenade costs a heavy catch. The Partisans forcing a retreat. They can. The counter gun is wipe them out close to the ace level there. And there we go. The Partisans are gone. Oh boy. T-4 being hauled back for repairs again. We got a third one almost done. He's starting to run out of troops really badly. FK9DD thinks he needs to look into those casualties there. Meanwhile, Havoc's got a decent amount of infantry. Of course, he's got no tanks because they keep getting blown up. Of course, he's got 2 packs and a pair of Panzerschrecks. So that's the T-34. Depending on FK9DD handles, he still has a chance. Though if FK9DD, I think, handles this really well, they may not end up doing quite as well as they'd like to. Oh wait, now the T-34, they got 178 versus 301. Mark target up again, and of course again that he's like full doctrinal bingo at this point, so thumbs up to FK9DD there. Meanwhile, Havoc has yet to use a single ability. Thumbs down. Pioneers, we're linking up with the Panzerjägers. We got a counter force moving in there. Mine goes off, killing the Panzergrenadiers and taking out Pioneer as well there. Going up for the center here, we got the machine gun in the church. Could pop in up for extra damage here versus FK9DD's forces, maximum back there with 23 kills. Pioneers right alongside the Panzerjägers, very good. West side here we got the Grenadiers going to go out there, a light machine gun, 23 kills. Maximum hosting weight, T-34s are ready for some big push. I think they should move up the flanks to run through the centre. As likely, most of Havoc's guns have been ready to like murder anything there. We got Spy Network again, basically giving an idea there where Havoc is positioning his stuff line to set up a good plan of attack there. Very good. To make good use of it. Using the church in this case to sort of slightly negate some of the fires since the packs aren't quite able to coordinate fire. There you go, one pack in fact is exposed. T-34 shouting head here. Down to half of them, one. Hosting down the packs here with the T-34 machine guns and main gun. There we go. What? They got a fragmentation bomb. The call in here by Havoc. The first ability uses flamethrower engineers wiped. Fragmentation bomb. They're on the Ace Maxim, destroying it entirely and taking out the restaurant as well. And certainly killing that Ace Maxim is going to hurt FK9DD quite a bit. It's just going for more T-34s, but he's starting to run out of troops and stuff to support his tanks with. Plus, he lost the flamethrower. It's actually a significantly costly fight, even if he took out the Pack 40. Because then he didn't really kill anything else. I mean, bit close there. Back here, troops reinforcing, healing. Nothing further going on there for Havoc. Soon got 4 T-34s to have FK9DD. A full assembly there of armor for the Red Army. We got the counter the ding on the eastern side here between the fuel and the victory point on what remains of the vineyard there. Got the pack being hauled forwards. Fixing up the T-34 76. There you go. That's a lot of tanks. There's someone with an armoured car. Going to signing about here behind the hedgerows. T-4 advancing swiftly with anti-tank parts backing up. Trying to push for the car on there, been quickly dispatched by gunners moving up the light machine. It's also got the Panzer gunners moving up. 20 kills on each squad. Guessing Havoc soon's going to go for another Panzer for the rest of all these T-34s. You probably should consider just bringing up some Stugs. Mine's going down here, not bad. Pack being moved up to providing back. And we got 31 kills on that one. Nice shot there. Parsons, oh, mine knocked out there by Roughneck. Good work there by Havoc. T-34 misses. Pack's being moved up. Panzer's backing up here. And is it down to just, oh, still at 4 man. 25 kills in fact. But again, you haven't hit with the T-34s and 6s. Pack shot hits the building there. Moving up for the center there. See, Havoc switches forces westwards. The center slip slightly open. There's still the MD-42 there. Again, we got Spy Network though. Really nice use of the abilities. Definitely think it's one of the more overlooked abilities of an already overlooked doctrine, but like really good use of Spy Network can really give you some tactical advantages that your opponent may simply not be aware of at all. Driving past here, need to be of course by getting too bogged down in one engagement, but certainly some hit and run tactics can be effective. Against the west side, about to get right with the T-34s from 6s. If the T-34s can hit, Pack's opening up. They almost got the Grenadier squad. Panther on the way there for Havoc. T-34s charging into the base here, wiping up Pioneers inside of it. Also trying to take out the medic bunker. An aggressive raid here by FK9DD and the 3rd Mechanized Corps here. And there we go. Medic bunker is down. Packs being moved in there. Trying to get some wipes in the retreating units. Didn't care about staying around too long there. Still just hit and run. Raids. Really nice play there, FK9DD. Constantly being suppressed there. Pinned down to the east side. Again, more T really be nice if we still had that one. T-4 down to half health. But they quickly escaped here using the far left side there. The coastal road. Pantherformers down there for Havoc. All T-4s need repairs. We got a 5th one on the way there for FK9DD. 5 T-34s and 6s. A full Soviet armored tank company, which technically were downgrading numbers after the losses suffered during Operation Barbarossa. They basically just sort of shifted everything down a bit, so the company was effectively just a Western platoon and so on. They basically is why, like, you know, Soviet Mechanized Corps was the equivalent of German Panzer Division on the Allied Tank Division, for example, because again, like, they just lowered the numbers of tanks needed for the different elements. So, little fun fact there. T-34s from 6. Number 5. I'm rhyming here for FK9DD. That's a lot of tanks. Certainly those raid attacks and then Havoc space is probably going to cause them to be a bit more cautious in some ways. But no, we even got all of the Panzers now equipped with Panzers. Probably realizing that FK9's putting all of his effort into tanks and not enough into infantry. He's willing to commit to more Panzer Shreks to further give the T-34s a hard time. We got a big push on these side here with the 2 T-34s moving up with the 3rd squad on the toe. Pioneers being hammered with the T-34s. Routed. Panzers are not doing 12 as a 7-man conscripts. T-34s being fixed up. We got another Vetti 2 there with 13 kills. Others sort of sneaking about on the east side. How will Havoc respond to this assembly of Stalin's armored fist here? Guns being hammered here out in the open. Pioneer's about to encounter 3 T-34s transforming in unawares that it's about to get pummeled into the ground if it's not careful. Then again, it might be to bait them into the telemine. Oh, they're too close. Oh! Damage there, but not damaging them both still. Very good work there. Pantherfall down, so we've got the 2-pack 40s. You need to break off. Break off! If you had a mortar, you could lay them under smoke screen. No, he commenced still. He's going to try and clear out the pack 40. Now we got the Panzerjägers moving in here. And they can quickly do some serious damage here to the T-34s and 6. The other 2 are nearby. And there you go. 1 T-34 down. Trying to crush the Panzerjägers. There we go. Crushes almost an entire squad. Pantherfall abandoned. T-34 down. He's lost 2 T-34s. He's down to just 3. And there you go. Other T-34 down. No infantry support. No nothing. And no other sign of the other T-34s there. Tanks just blowing up there. A brutal engagement from the end there. Havoc very much came out of that one far ahead there. That was definitely a bit, I think, reckless there by FK9DD. Squander those good lead here versus Havoc, and now it's going to give Havoc a very good chance of maybe getting back into this game. That was definitely not a welcome shot. Now oh no, he's committing more tanks to this. And even fewer across an even worse avenue of attack. Oh dear, that is not good. FK9DD there. Almost got 1 pack. Still, he risks losing more T-34s here. Not even fully destroying the packs. And there you go. Panzer's moving up here. T-34 down to half health. Gun is crewing the pack 40 round from the T-34s from the 6. And the T-34's down. FK9DD is only just 1 T-34. He went from 5 to 1 in a matter of minutes. And just about to go down to none in a matter of minutes. That was brutal. He even lost the conscript squad. They're doing all that fighting. I mean, this is straight out of, you know, the Eastern Front there. Just heaps of T-34s as burning hulks as they charge into a pack front and got smashed. But, Lord, oh Lord. And there's a Panzerschreck. I think they're sort of wedged between the wreckage of the tanks. I think it's a Panzerschreck anyways. Yeah. You just sort of barely make it out there. Yeah, that's not your average Kameni's 2 armoured battle you got to see there. FK9DD finally bring up more infantry, but he's really suffered significant casualties. It's going to be hard for him to really get back into this. As Havoc is now, I think, going to take the advantage to just dig in hard. More T-34s ready. Then we go for another Panther 4. Continuing eastwards there, we got 175, 179. He's also managed to catch up with his opponent in terms of victory points. And there's a telemine there. Good work, and he's just digging in. He's making it harder there for FK9DD to launch further assaults here against him. Western point makes use for the Grenadier. 2 T-34s are ready to fight for the Red Army once more for the 5th Mechanized Corps. Here we got more telemines down there for Havoc. Really good work there telemining, and that one in particular previously definitely played a big role here in this engagement. I mean, he may still have won that, but he may not just got as clean a defeat that I think on FK's armored force without it. Going to the rowdy in the west, but the T-34 stays backed up with the conscripts there. And these conscripts parts is routed here by a significant assembly of infantry from Havoc. In the center, he's holding the line here with MG42 there, still with 35 kills. That's a lot of killing for an MG42. More comes with FK9DD, realizing he finally needs more infantry, but it may just be a bit too late now. Panther 4, they're almost done for Havoc. We got 175 to 163. Still, besides that one fragmentation bomb, Havoc's really not used this doctrine. I mean, he might as well have gone for German infantry. I've probably done better with it. Who knows, maybe wanted to go for it, but accidentally pressed assault support. I don't know, but definitely feels like a bit of an underwhelming use of the doctrine. Pioneers versus conscript in the west. Push for the center, they ain't straight to the Panther 4 and all the punch eggs, and of course the 2-2 with 36 kills. Also got the Pack 40 Cons being utterly decimated. Anti-tank grenades go off there, but the conscript is gone white for the face of this T-34 charging ahead. We've got marked vehicle trying to ram it. Gets the Panther 4 rammed, but there's still a lot of Panzerschrecks. There we go, direct hit on the pan. There we go, T-34 down, and with that I think FK9DD is very much out of the fight. Aircraft shot down with the 2 41 kills! I don't think I've seen an armoured car with that many kills from the German side anyway. So there you go, GG, game over. Absolutely brutal Ostfront special here on Arnhem Checkpoint with aircraft crashing, swarms of tanks and rockets, and you know what. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. If you subscribe, like, share, comment, and tell friends to the family. But don't tell anyone. Of course, if you like, you can also donate on Patreon. And of course, a special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, without which all of these episodes I do would not be possible. So thank you all, and see you all tomorrow for another sunny episode. Bye.